they start to do is they build this narrative of it's okay. When the narrative should be, you need to fucking work harder. You need to fucking discipline your mind better. We need to help people more than just saying it's okay. It's okay that you're not fucking willing to fucking help yourself out. That's not okay. It's not okay. It's not acceptable. Even though it's your life, if that's acceptable, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Even though it's your life, that's unacceptable. Than just saying it's okay. That's not okay. That's not okay. That's unacceptable.
One and all, welcome. I'm Nick Muniz. This is Nick's Nonfiction. Today on the show, we have got David Goggins, Never Finished. I got motivation in my blood. Be positive. David Goggins doesn't wear a watch. He decides what time it is. When Alexander Graham Bell invented the phone, he had one missed call from David Goggins. In Never Finished, David Goggins takes you inside his mental lab, where he develops the philosophy, psychology, and strategies that enable him to break limits. I lost 5 pounds just by listening to David Goggins' voice. My boy is a mad scientist in the lab. You can't go on the computer and Google how to suffer. Alexa, can you make me a tougher man? Placing one Amazon order for pussy in a can. You need Master Goggins to take you to the pain lab. Today you'll learn how to be uncommon amongst common, how to get hard, how to stay hard, how to edge. Hey David, how many push-ups can you do? All of them. David Goggins doesn't just have another gear, he has a full nother car. Just saying, nobody's ever seen Goggins and Batman's in the same room. How did World War III end? David Goggins fought Chuck Norris. My Nickers, we'll be right back.
If you feel stressed, edge aggressively. If you feel lonely, just tip your landlord. If you feel sad, smoke some crack. If you feel poor, gamble. That's the winner mindset. The only way to help hungry children in Africa is building casinos. Think about it. If we built hundreds of casinos all across Africa, those poor children could earn millions and buy everything they ever wanted. Casinos are the real
About
charity.
the other David Goggins. Done it once. Go back and check out Can't Hurt Me. That episode has over 70,000 views. This stuff works. Self-Help, my Alan Carr Stop Smoking, that had over 100,000 views. People were able to stop smoking. Literally, this stuff works. The left is going to call it toxic masculinity. The very act of thinking about change gets you on the right track. David Goggins ran 800 miles in 8 days. He's a legend. But nobody's safe here. We're going to make a joke out of the material as always. This is potent literature that can help you change. How many motivational speakers does it take to change a light bulb? 0. The change starts with you. BRB.
What if instead of David Goggins, my name was David Niggins? And instead of helping people pick their life back up, I help them pick up. I don't always drink and drive, but when I do, I drive as fast as I can so that I spend less time on the road. Safety first. Always.
Chapter 1, David Goggins, Never Finished. Finish line. Wake up at 1 a.m. in the freezer. Gargle piss. Uncomfortable? Good. Listen to 5 self-improvement podcasts at once as you drag a tire to work. Fire ants in your diaper keep you going. Ex-wife calls. Says you can't visit the kids this weekend. Good. They're only slowing you down. Get to work. Gargle more pee. Do work on a Chinese keyboard. Don't know Chinese? You will. Broken glass for lunch. Boss comes in. Says you're falling behind. He doesn't understand. He can't. He isn't a wolf in a world of sheep. Get hit by 3 cars on the way home while listening to audiobooks at double speed. New record. Legs broken? Good. Pass out on the kitchen floor, roaches kiss you goodnight, and the grind starts over at 1 a.m. You wake up in a coma in the freezer. This is the point of chapter 1. There is no finish line. You wake up tomorrow, and the next day, you gargle more piss. You eat more broken lunch, broken glass. You eat cockroaches for dinner. And you do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again. Welcome to Earth. You're never finished. Don't know Chinese? Good. You're gonna learn. Chinese keyboards look like a 10-piece drum kit. You gotta learn a 5-minute solo just to log into your email. At the core of this philosophy lies the belief that we are never completely finished, that our potential to grow and improve extends beyond our perceived limit. Never finished. This is why you gotta edge. A true leader stays exhausted, abhors arrogance, never looks down on the weakest link. He fights for his men and leads by example. That's what it's meant to be, uncommon amongst common. What's the method? By the time I graduated, I knew that the confidence I'd managed to develop didn't come from a perfect family or God-given talent. It came from personal accountability, which bought me respect, and self-respect will always light a way forward. Do you respect yourself enough to keep working on yourself? You gotta edge and keep edging. Never finish. Matter of fact, edge with a buddy. Soft men create hard times. Hard men create toughen up softer men. This is what I'm saying. Hard men toughen up soft men. They make other men hard, like really hard. Probably harder than these soft men ever thought they could be. If you put one hard man in a room with one soft man, soon the soft man is going to be rock hard. And then that man is done with the soft man a few hours, and then you have two hard guys hanging out. And then two men in one room alone become two very, very hard men. Chapter 2, Barriers. This chapter is about mental barriers and setbacks. Physical barriers, you can usually overcome these. There's a border wall from the Gulf of Mexico all the way to the goddamn Pacific Ocean. It's a physical barrier. A lot of Mexicans find their way through it. How the hell are they doing that? It's an impenetrable barrier. But their mind perceives it as breakable. David Goggins, he's a runner. The ultimate barrier breaker. Running. What do you call a free treadmill? Outdoors. People say this. Oh, I'm not a runner. I don't have the equipment. I don't have the body type. That's a mental barrier. All you got to do is step outside and then step the other foot and keep on stepping. You're a runner. It's a mental barrier. Nothing in my life has ever happened for me on the first try. It took me 3 cracks to get into the Navy SEALs training. I had to take the ASVAB 5 times and failed twice before breaking the Guinness World Record for most pull-ups in a 24-hour period. Nothing happens the first time. Even breaking the mental barrier. He says the first time David Goggins was 300 pounds, he put on his running shoes, and all he did was get off the couch. He says he walked down his apartment, and by the bottom of the flight of stairs, he was winded. He failed his first time. Bro, what are you going to do when the zombies come? Okay, let's cut the bullshit. The zombies are coming. Are you going to be able to run? We're poking fun at David. He's got one of the best self-help attributes. Not only did he teach himself how to run, he taught himself how to read. Running, that's a short learning curve. Left foot, right foot. People teach themselves how to read. Think about the patience for that. Bro, there's one interview where David Goggins, he's whipped up into a flurry. He goes, I couldn't say the word the until I was 30. I couldn't say the word the. He couldn't say the word the. He would always go, duh. I couldn't say the word the. He taught himself how to read. That's got to be an intimidating mental barrier to cross. Bro, when I look at the Chinese language, I just blur it out. My eyes start to cross, I blur over. This guy, he taught himself language. Always be willing to embrace ignorance and become the dumb fuck in the classroom again. Because it's the only way to expand your body of knowledge and body of work. It's the only way to expand your mind. Expand your body of knowledge and edge your body of knowledge. If you want to be a master, you got to be the student again. Looking at the long game, when kids like me grew up, they faced an increased risk for clinical depression, heart disease, obesity, and cancer. not to mention smoking, alcoholism, and drug abuse. Those raised in abusive households have an increased probability of being arrested as juveniles by 53%. It's 2024. People think that the only way out of the hood is live streaming. Okay, you could read. David taught himself how to read, and he built this whole fucking empire. He stole Chuck Norris's bit. Jokes. All I've heard were competing voices in my head. The first voice accepted me as I was. It's not your fault, David. None of this is your fault. You're doing the best you can with what you've been given. That was the voice I'd been listening to my entire life. It's not my fault was my favorite refrain. It explained and justified my lot in life, a dead-end path in front of me, and it played 24/7. However, for the first time, another voice chimed in. Or maybe it was the first time I stopped listening to what I only wanted to hear. Roger that. It ain't your fucking fault that you were dealt a bad hand, but it's your responsibility now. How long are you going to play your past into the future? Take control. Chapter 3. Protocol. You didn't follow Brodo. Here's the protocol. Sleep on a hardwood floor with no pillow. Your alarm goes off at 1 a.m. You immediately kip up into a standing position, scream, "Let's get it!" Shower with liquid nitrogen. Shave with a giant hunting knife. For breakfast, you're doing 6 eggshells and 4 banana peels. Waterboard yourself to build up some pain tolerance. Have an easy day. You do 5,000 push-ups, 2,000 pull-ups, and then you're ready for your day at 2 a.m. That's the protocol. Broke a leg? Good. If you're not ready for the day at 2 a.m., you're slacking. Do you shower with liquid nitrogen? Are you shaving with a Bowie knife? I don't think you kids are taking this seriously. If you want to succeed, you eat 6 eggshells for breakfast. These goddamn 16-year-olds, they watch Lone Survivor once, and they go, well, I'm just going to go to the academy for some experience. Then maybe I'll dep into DevGru, that SEAL Team 6. I'll get 100 kills or so, become a medic sniper, breach 60 gunner nests, get a gold scar, become a major general in the Marines. This is what the 16-year-olds think happened, just because you're ranked in Fortnite.
Another one.
Okay, PUBG isn't going to prepare you for Afghanistan. Life ain't cookies and cream, all right? It ain't Fortnite. If you want 100 confirmed kills, you got to pay. You want the gold scar? It comes with the post-traumatic stress disorder. These kids think it's a game. Building and sustaining mental toughness is not an overnight achievement, but a long life endeavor that requires daily commitment and practice. Actions should always align with broader life goals, even if these actions are challenging or unappealing in the short term. Enough of the no-build 1v1 Fortnite scrims, okay? That's not going to prepare you for Ukraine. Palestine isn't fucking around on 100 Battle Royale servers. Take a 50-pound ruck into the mountains. The premise is clear. The body can handle far more than we usually demand of it. And by pushing it into uncharted territory, we train our minds to handle analogous stresses in broader lives. Suffering is a currency with a high exchange rate. David, he says it's on you. Yeah, I know things are messed up. I know what you've been through. I was there. Merry Christmas. Nobody's coming to save you. Merry fucking Christmas. It's a hard time for people. Coming up on the holidays. If you look at the mirror and see a fat person, don't tell yourself that you need to lose a couple pounds. Tell the truth. You're fucking fat. It's okay. Just say you're fat if you're fat. The dirty mirror that you see every day is going to tell yourself every time what you want to hear, so you could feel better for a few minutes, and just stay the same. If you're fat, you need to change the fact that you're fat because it's fucking unhealthy. I know because I've been there.
Another one.
300 pounds. His first run was 1 flight of stairs. Are you ready? It's a mental barrier. You set up the protocol and be honest with yourself. He calls it the accountability mirror. Be better. Analyze your schedule. Kill your empty habits. Burn out the bullshit. See what's left. Now you got the protocol started? Showing up is an important first step, but if you plan to show up, you might as well show the fuck out. Chapter 4. Reality. We know life can be hard, and yet we feel sorry for ourselves when it's unfair. From this point forward, accept the following as Goggins' laws of nature. You will be made fun of. You will feel insecure. You might not be the best all the time. You might be the only black, white, Asian, Latino, female, gay, lesbian, furry in a given situation. There will be times when you feel alone. Get over it. Hey, libs, you can't bring your safe space everywhere with you where you go. This isn't political, but everybody could learn from toughening up. Doing things, even small things that make you uncomfortable, will help make you strong. The more often you get uncomfortable, the stronger you become. I call it compounding discomfort. This is why I'm saying read. This is why I'm saying run. This is why I promote camping. It's all a compounding discomfort activity. I'm not trying to go Huberman egghead on you. You got to reset your dopamine level, okay? That's all these books come down to. It's your dopamine levels. Oh, and now I need to measure your eye for vitamin D. Reset your dopamine. Suffer. That's reality. You're feeling a little too high and mighty, your gratitude is gone? Sleep on the ground. Read, run, rest, repeat. You ready to lock in? Everything in life is a mind game. Whenever we get swept under by life's dramas, large or small, we are forgetting that no matter how bad the pain gets, no matter how harrowing the torture, all bad things end. That forgetting happens the second we give control over our emotions and actions to other people, which can easily happen when the pain is peaking. Homie ran 800 miles in 8 days. You think he knows about peaks of pain? The secret is that humans can transcend anything that doesn't kill them. And it makes you stronger. Sure, he has a second heart and he has 2 new knees. Seriously, none of this shit kills you. Now he's probably got a bionic knee. He could run twice as far. Pain peaks. I'm haunted by my future goals, not my past failures. I'm haunted by what I might still become. I'm haunted by my own continued thirst for evolution. Bro, you gotta take control of your haunted house. Okay, it's the spooky season. Have you ever heard of McKinsey Manor? There's this psychopath in Kentucky who made a haunted house. It's not even a haunted house, he just tortures people. And so Navy SEALs are signing up for McKinsey Manor. But this guy never gives out the money. Okay, this is the reality chapter. Stop expecting the money. The pain is the prize. You're gonna have to let the spiders crawl into your orifices, alright? That's not the prize. The pain is the prize. That's your growth. Whoever Goggins' PR team is, can we get a live stream of this? Put David Goggins through McKinsey's Manor. That would be peak entertainment. The ultimate tough guy in the scariest haunted house. What do you think about that, David? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class at the Navy SEALs. I worked in numerous secret raids at Al-Qaeda. I have 300 confirmed kills. I am trained in guerrilla warfare, and I am the top sniper in a U.S. Armed Forces regime. You are nothing to me but just another target. I will wipe you off the face of the earth with precision. Mark my words. You think you could get away with saying that shit to me over the internet? Think again, fucker. I'm contacting my secret network of spies across the USA. Your IP is being tracked. The storm that wipes out your pathetic little thing you call a life is over, you maggot. You're fucking dead. I could be anywhere at any time. I can kill anyone, anywhere. Not only am I extensively trained in unarmed combat, I can access an entire arsenal of United States Marine Corps using the full extent of the military to wipe your miserable ass off the face of the earth. I'm sorry, Mr. Goggins. Chapter 5. Conclusions. Bro, somebody posted this flyer in my neighborhood the other day. To the a-hole who runs up and down this hill every single morning yelling, "Stay hard!" You wake up my 6-month-old every day. We know it's you who took a shat in our garden. My neighbors are softer than baby shit. Your 6-month-old should be laced up at 3 a.m. begging to run with the pack. You shat in our garden, yeah, and I'll shit on your head. Who's gonna carry the boats? These fucking women, they want us docile. They want us sleeping our lives away. 3 a.m. is Gaines o'clock. Liquid nitrogen shower, 1 a.m. Every minute you spend feeling sorry for yourself is another minute not getting better. Another morning you miss at the gym. Another evening wasted without studying. Another day burned when you didn't make any progress toward your dreams, ambitions, deepest desires. The ones you've had in your head your whole life. You think I'm giving you this energy for nothing? Go to your search bar right now, find yourself a DJ set, get ready to press play and start running. Don't you waste this energy. Prep the set, get ready to sweat. Mental toughness and resilience fade if they aren't used. I say it all the time. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. You're not staying the same. This is what Olympians say, bro. Either getting better or you're getting worse. There is no finish. It is a lifelong quest for more knowledge, more courage, more humility, more edging. Because when you summon the strength and discipline to live like that, the only thing limiting your horizon is you. You are in danger of living a life so comfortable and soft that you will die without ever realizing your true potential. You want to be soft baby shit like my neighbor? Pain unlocks a secret doorway in the mind, one that leads to both peak performance and beautiful silence. Are you an experienced scuba diver? Great. Shed your gear. Take a deep breath and become a 100-foot free diver. Are you a badass triathlete? Cool. Learn how to rock climb. Are you enjoying a wildly successful career? Wonderful. Learn a new language or skill. Get a second degree. Always be willing to embrace ignorance and become the dumb F in the classroom. It's the only way to expand your body. Your body to be able to edge hard guys. Read, run, rest, repeat. In closing, we have a letter from a concerned parent. My son started watching your videos about a month ago, and the bastard is out of control. He dismantles his bed and started sleeping on the hardwood floor because unnecessary mattress softness induces gayness. He put up a pole bar in his room and has been locked in there for hours doing pull-ups. The other day I got up at 4 a.m. to take a piss and I heard him yelling, "Who's gonna carry the boats?" He's never seen or been on a boat in his life. The other day during dinner he asked his mother if he cried when he was being born. She just shook her head with such motherful disappointment and left his food to go do more push-ups. I mean, he looked pissed. The other day he tried to make toast by staring at it in silence. After a couple hours, he mumbled something, pooped his pants, and left. Instead of going to the toilet, he went to do more pull-ups. He walks around the house with his shirt off and put at least 3 holes in his workout shirts. I mean, this motherfucker is 8, and frankly, it's getting out of control. To be honest, I don't feel completely safe around him. What should we do, David? Stay hard!